Gaming. You're watching CEVO TV. I'm Mess, joined by Klops tonight. It's a best of one on train. Here is the pistol round, extremely important on this map. We'll have to see how Global Gaming comes out of the gate. What kind of strat they decide to employ here. As we saw Make War Not Love in the previous map, get pretty creative and very successful against a high caliber team like Complexity.
They did. We see four smoke actually picked up, and the bomb is heading towards inner. So it looks like they might be doing a fake outer, maybe throw some smokes, get some entries out there, and essentially just have the bomb go into a free inner bomb site.
Yes, Fugly was in position to watch that connector, but smoked off just as they come storming out. So that's that perfect timing that we saw from Complexity. And with all those smokes, they were able to get the bomb planted off easily, but Nafly, that headshot on Funshine through the smoke, just a spray and pray. Great shot there, though, as Fugly picks up a headshot of his own with the dualies. So now, with the bomb planted, it's down to Schaefer in mainline. Schaefer is behind the train. He's up against two. Doesn't last too long. It's Nafly and Fugly combined to drop both of them. So, despite getting the plant, LunatiK eSports able to get the defuse and win the pistol round.
Yeah, retook it quite easily, and I mean, it wasn't the strategy I thought Global was going to go for. They actually just smoked everything off outer and went for the easy plant. And they had everybody alive when they got that plant down. It should have ended up, to be a much closer round, but that retake from LunatiK, I mean, you saw Nafly hitting shots through smoke. I mean, they were doing some crazy things there. So they pick up that round, and they, like I said, they made the retake look very easy. I think you're muted.
Well, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say that that was surprising, given that they had so many players alive after that plant. But Nafly and Fugly using those M4s to their advantage on the backs of those kills from the previous round and just really decimating that eco round. Global Gaming eSports dropped it with quickness.
Now Global Gaming can go ahead and do a force buy here since they did get that bomb plant on the first round. I'm wondering if they will, because Train is one of those maps where you need to have all the components, mainly, smoke grenades, flash grenades, to have a successful round. So it's very risky going for a force buy. And you see they don't go for it. They just pick up some P250s, and they're going for just the pistol round.
Yeah, they got a couple of smokes to perhaps try to get a plant off, or maybe it's just a decoy. Looks like they threw them outer, as now the bomb is moving towards the inner site. It's on the back of mainline here, as he is with two of his teammates at upper B, just above ladder room. As the opening frag does go to Fugly, he drops Ryan with that M4, but still playing it slowly, our Global Gaming, as they lose another P0s. And here comes the rush. Mainline storming down the stairs, but Shazam showing some patience, just mows him down with that FAMAS as Daps picks up another onto Funshine. Last guy up is Schaefer. All he's got is that CZ in his hands. He's just going to look to get, hopefully, a kill here, maybe a gun that he can steal and save. But great positioning by Shazam. Picks himself up the second frag of the round with that FAMAS.
And another round where nobody on LunatiK goes down. So, I mean, unfortunately for Global Gaming, they're just not forcing any rebuys. I mean, that just means LunatiK's economy is going to be that much stronger going into this. Shazam can clearly afford an op. I don't think he's going to bother upgrading since they have the 3-0 advantage, and I mean, it's this heavily CT-sided map, but that could be dangerous since Funshine upgraded to an op, and he could go for that quick pick, which actually looks like he's just going to go for the alley pick, the safe pick.
Yeah, let's see what he does here, as he does have that op, and he's going to be looking down Ivy towards, I believe that's Funshine over there. Or excuse me, he's looking towards, I think that's Shazam. Actually, they've abandoned Ivy, and he doesn't really pick up that intel.
It was Juvenile who was initially playing it, but he moved up to the bomb train.
As there are four of them trying to go into inners, Daps drops him with a headshot. Schaefer coming out from upper B, trying to get a shot on the Daps. Sprays him down to 19 HP, and mainline finishes him off. Bomb does get planted, so that's a good start for this round, but already down to Schaefer and Funshine. Could be a three-man retake, as they already have control of the site. And there's a headshot from Schaefer. He's going to be spraying through the smoke. He drops Juvenile, but he gets taken out, as Nafly, the 2K clutch, in a 1v2 situation, will get the easy defuse, so it'll be 4-0 for LunatiK. Close round, but unfortunately, Global Gaming on the losing end of it.
Yeah, I mean Schaefer did a great job defending the bomb right there. Funshine was a little late getting to the site when they executed, and that's mainly because he was all the way over alley. So I mean he could have gone for the dangerous rotate through through alley through CT, but he decided to go with the safe play. Unfortunately, like I said, he was just a little too late. And Fugly has a Bison. What is this? Not sure why he's wielding that Bison, but that's interesting. And you're muted again.
I gotta stop hitting the button. Yeah, I was gonna say, particularly when he's got $4,700 left. Why is he rocking a Bison? Why? Well,
Maybe he accidentally bought it and was like, "Whatever, I'm just gonna go with it anyways." I really don't know.
It's all right, guys. I got plenty of bullets. Don't worry.
Yeah.
As Global Gaming is on the bye here, and this is a highly important round for them, as they'll be forced into a save, maybe a double. I don't know. We'll see. They'll probably get the losing bonus after this round if they do lose this one. But 5 AKs across the board, decent set of nades, although Funshine a little short in that department as they are slow playing it indefinitely here as they're smoked off at the alleyway. Flash through there and then retreat. Looking like they're maybe trying to draw rotators. There's only one inner right now, and it's Daps. But we do have the number 3 man, Shazam. He's in connector and easily able to rotate, as he does. He's going to try to shoot through the smoke, and here comes the execute into the inner bomb site. Mainline, or excuse me, Shazam picking up mainline with his op while he was partially blinded. Ryan is already into the site, and he's able to drop Daps, getting the trade out after he takes out Zeros. And look at Juvenile with the op lurk on Schaefer in the outer side as Fugly X gets a kill with his Bison. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of extra money awarded to him, and he just picks up an AK because I got to assume that was just an accidental buy. He probably didn't mean to pick it up. But apparently, it didn't matter. The double scope look worked great for LunatiK. I mean, you saw Juvenile and Shazam holding down inner, and the Juvenile with the rotate picking up that lurk. So, I mean, yeah, they're still looking really strong, and like you said, possibly a save, but since they do have that losing round bonus, losing streak bonus going for them, they could have actually bought. They could have been. They were in position to buy. Maybe they want to get ops to battle the ops. That's my only reasoning for going for the save, but
yeah, it's got to be the case. You're right. They certainly could have bought. I mean, it would have been a light buy, certainly not a full set of nades, but really capable of doing so. We see Shazam getting the opening kill with that op, and I think that's a good testament to the fact that they're going to need somebody to combat him with an op of their own, or perhaps an auto if they can get one. Shazam actually whiffs 3 shots of legs. Schaefer picks up 1 with the CZ as Schaefer is able to finally trade him out, but he gets dropped by Nafly, who was keen to his position. Bomb is able to get planted, but it's now down to P0s to defend it against 4 CTs, and Nafly gets himself a 3K on the round, the final headshot on P0s. The fuse will be incoming. It'll be 6-0 for LunatiK.
Bomb has been defused.
And they do get the bomb plant, so that's going to be additional money going to their bank. And now, yeah, they have plenty of money to go buy here. They could do a double scope look if they want, and that's, yeah, well, once I saw Schaefer buy the op, that's exactly what they wanted to do, and that's why they didn't buy in the last round. They want to make sure they both have ops, him and Funshine, and they're going to try to get some dual picks going. I would assume maybe a terrorist connector pick, and then an Ivy pick.
So we start the 7th round. Shout out to Rathius, our latest sub. Thanks very much for joining us. It is LunatiK against Global Gaming, and the opening kill goes to Zaps. Look at that shot from Juvie. Goodness gracious. So it was a double op look from both teams, and LunatiK coming out on top of that, as the only op remaining for the terrorists is on Funshine. He's over there at Alley with his buddy Mainline. Fugly close right. There's the flash. He's going to come out swinging as Mainline is dropped to 19 HP, but he's able to pick up Nafly. Fugly getting the trade out. There's another flash. But Funshine was in perfect position. There's a headshot with the op. Although that was a bit of overkill there as they've evened it up to 2-on-2. So this is looking like a winnable round for Global Gaming, and certainly one they need to get as they haven't picked up any on T side yet.
They do definitely need this round. I mean, Funshine with a great op pick onto Shazam with that fence boost, and it was a 2v2, but now Ryan, it's all up to him, and unfortunately, he just can't convert it.
Yeah, it's a nice hold by Daps and Juvenile to play patiently. Global Gaming tried to take the outer site, but just kind of isolated and taken out. And you take a look, the frag department is very different here. As you see, the most deaths they have is on Shazam, and that's 3 for them. Meanwhile, all of them have died in all 7 rounds for Global Gaming.
Yeah, and you know, with that double op look, they initially wanted Schaefer to go inner and try to get that peek onto upper and try to outpick Shazam, but that push by Daps just completely ruined that, and he missed the easy op shot onto him. And then you saw Juvenile with the synchronized push as well onto upper, and he just picked up the secondary guy.
P0's being opportunistic. Daps pushing once again. It does not pay off this time. It's going to get them into the inner sight. As Schaefer tries to pick off a shot through the smoke, he's not able to do so. Shazam is able to drop Schaefer, though, as the bomb gets planted for the terrorists. It's now 4-on-4, but Naphtali making it a 4-on-3 scenario with that headshot on P0's. Bodies are flying all around as the bomb is still planted, and it's up to Funshine and Ryan to defend the site.
And you can see Funshine is actually targeted to the party once again. This time, however, LunatiK didn't really execute on the retake that quickly, so he is there in time. But I mean, that's another scenario where his late rotate could have been bad. I mean, it didn't really play a factor into this because, like I said, LunatiK was slow on taking the site. But I mean, they do lose the round regardless. But I mean, it could have been much worse.
Yeah, Shazam was huge on that retake. He came storming up the ladder with his op, and it looked like the last one standing for Global Gaming didn't quite see him until the last second, but Shazam made him pay for it. As it's not looking that good for Global Gaming. I mean, it is T-side, but I mean, you need to pick up some rounds. You need to make it, make a case for yourself going into CT.
Yeah, if you don't get that pistol round, I think you got to get at least 3 to have any shot at getting a comeback here, but... And wow.
The auto from Daps is too real. Drop Schaefer and zeros with ease. And you take a look at the kit usage from LunatiK. They've got 3 ops and an auto sniper. The only rifle, well, the only auto is on Naphtali. And it just seems like LunatiK is kind of exploiting the fact that they have so much money to spend right now.
They do have so much money. I mean, look at their economy right now. Fugly was above at 11K until he just bought. Shazam still at 13K, and he's been having ops all game. And then everybody else is well above 5K. So I mean, they got a really strong economy going right now. They aren't really losing that many players in these rounds. So yeah, Global Gaming Esports needs to do a better job of trading effectively to force the rebuys if they do lose. So that way, if they do finally pick up a round, it's a potential eco round for LunatiK.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, it's not that they're losing rounds, it's that they're losing them decisively. They're not able to make it close to chip away at that economy that LunatiK has built up so far, which, they're obviously already up against it being on the harder side here on a very CT-sided map, as Daps exploiting that auto sniper once again as he picks up the opening 2 kills of the round. You see Ryan is going to try to pick up Naphtali. He's not able to do so, but once again, Global Gaming able to get the plant, and it almost feels like LunatiK is just kind of conceding that because they feel like it doesn't necessarily make too much of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, it does make a difference because it's extra money. You don't want to have anyone getting the plant. That's just giving away free money to the terrorists. Allows them to get more grenades or an extra op. So you don't want to have them get that. But at the same time, LunatiK is. They have been pretty much dominating Global Gaming Esports on their buy rounds, so, maybe they aren't necessarily too afraid of that happening. And, I mean, I think maybe they just want to have everybody there and, play the safe retake rather than going in haphazardly and then losing somebody. And look at this, Fugly wielding a P90 now. No, I think he's just trolling.
Yeah, we did see him with the Bison earlier. We could have chalked that up to a mistake. Now with the P90, this is intentional. As it is 10-0 in favor of LunatiK Esports on CT side. Certainly a great buffer for them to start. But you don't want to turn around and perhaps give up a round to Global Gaming. They get some momentum, and maybe this turns into a 10-5 when easily they could pitch a shutout if they keep this momentum going.
Exactly. I mean, if any amount of T-side round wins you don't want them to be there as a CT. So they want to obviously go for the shutout and, at minimum, three rounds. Well, obviously, I think at minimum is total is 5. But without the pistol round, I think you want to at least not give the terrorists any more than 3.
Yeah, and given the fact that they've won most of their rounds comfortably, you don't want to perhaps lose some on a troll. As Juvenile actually gets the second kill, on the Funshine. They're going to try to get into the inner sight, but the bomb is actually still at upper B, so this is pretty much just a gun battle. It's all down to Schaefer as he gets flanked by Nafly. It's going to be 11th round in a row for LunatiK eSports, just completely in the driver's seat here as they are all above 10K. Shazam and Juvie at 16 apiece.
Global Gaming is getting the opportunities they need. I mean, they're getting, pick opportunities with those ops. Unfortunately, it just seems like Juvenile and Shazam are the quicker oppers compared to Schaefer and Funshine. And that's a little bit unfortunate. It's kind of rough that Global Gaming Esports is kind of relying on those guys to get those picks because it's not working, and they keep trying it over and over. They're not trying to, just get entries with AKs or force smokes outer and use that to their advantage. They just keep going for these op picks, and they keep getting beaten.
Yeah, you think that they would make an adjustment that they realize they haven't had success. And that's something that I think really differentiates the top-tier teams in the P division, the invite level, from the mid to lower levels. It's the adjustments they make mid-game as Juvenile picks up a nice shot on a main line with it off. There's another from Nafly. We see just the op looks from LunatiK are devastating. You even got Nafly using it. He's typically being their AK player. Is Fugly getting the last 2 kills with the P90. Troll or not, he is actually effective with it. So another round for LunatiK, and Global Gaming just really up against it now.
And I'm not necessarily trying to take away from Global Gaming. I mean, they're great players. They did have the roster change. Like I said, they used to be CyberRev. And then, the main people who stayed from that is Schaefer and Mainline. I can't remember if P0 was on that roster as well. I think he's new. But Funshine and Ryan, they're definitely 2 newcomers. So, I mean, it's a new roster. They could be trying to find their rhythm together, trying to get the chemistry going. And when you're facing that issue, you're gonna hit speed bumps and have some struggles. So
especially on a map like this where
absolutely.
it just kind of snowballs against you, and 2 rounds turns into 12 essentially. It's certainly not disparaging against Global Esports. We've seen plenty of teams get put up against it on this map, as we are in the 13th round. 5 lap for both teams. Mainline a little bit wounded. The bomb is staged up on Ryan over at the top of ladder room. We've seen a pretty common tactic here from many teams on the T side, just because you can access both bomb sites from this area. But it looks like they're going to go down ladder, smoke off connector, and try to get into the outer site. But unfortunately, Nafly is in position. He now has the information. He's going to let his teammates know, hey, bomb is ladder. They're coming into the outer site. Rotate as Juvie drops Ryan, the bomb carrier, with the op shot. P0's with the lurk is actually able to get Nafly. So now it's down to Shazam and Daps to hopefully defend this bomb site. It's going to be difficult against 4 of the terrorists who are basically at full health. And now it's all on Daps. So Global Gaming finally getting on the board on the back of a 3K from Schaefer.
Yeah, I mean, they do finally get on the board, like you said. Maybe if they pick up these next 2, then we might be able to see a comeback coming in on the CT side. And surprisingly, the economy is starting to look a little bit hurt. I think it's the constant op buys from LunatiK. So, they're spending a lot of cash each round. But I mean, that round was kind of odd. No set smokes used by Global Gaming. It was just it looked like they set up for picks, and this time they actually hit them. They out-aimed LunatiK. And if they could get the ball rolling like that some more, then we might see some more rounds coming up here.
Yeah, if they can lock up these last 2, I mean, they could make it a game if they can win the pistol in the next half, but they're going to absolutely have to do that. We actually got Daps staged up with a Negev in that same position we saw Semphis wreak havoc from the previous match. As actually it looks like he may get shot in the back. Oh, no, it looks like they didn't see him there. That was the number 8 man, had a perfect opportunity to shoot the Negev in the back, who was not watching the proper direction. Looks like the terrorists are staged up at the bottom of the ladder room, but look at Daps coming down with the Negev. That epic lurk drops Ryan.
The Negev flank, oh man.
It is so real. It is now down to Funshine with a nice shot on Shazam. And another one flashed on the Fugly. He's not going to go down without a fight. He has the bomb on his back. He's going to have to get the ace, though, most likely, if he wants to pull off this round, as he's rotating as quickly as he can to the inner site, which is somewhat open, but Juvie is in position to defend it, although he's down to 14 HP. He's going to be able to get the plant off, so let's see if Funshine can pull off the impossible. Misses his shot on Nafly. Of course, he makes him pay for it. So after getting their first round, Global Gaming can't turn it into 2. It's going to be 13-1.
We might be seeing, well, obviously it's going to be a force since it's the last round. But, no, okay, the economy of global gaming esports after getting that win wasn't completely destroyed. So they do have enough money to buy here, and we do see 2 ops being picked up. This time P0 is going to be wielding the op instead of Schaefer. First time we've seen that this game, so that's it's going to be interesting to see.
Pulling out all the stops, trying everything at this point in the last round of the first half. And LunatiK eSports just really in dominant fashion, basically turning into almost troll mode. As Nafly with the shotgun drops P0s. They're kind of keyed into the fact that Global Gaming likes to come down that ladder room. But those no-scopes are so powerful by Funshine. As he picks up another on Daps, not the no-scope, but a quick scope. As now it looks like it's all on him. He's got 1 HP and what a shot on Juvie. Is he going to clutch this? Are you kidding me? Shazam. 82 HP. It's going to be an op battle between him and Funshine.
And good thing it is because Funshine only has 1 health, so that's all he needs. And
Are you kidding me? The ace for the clutch in the last round of the half. Wow. Bravo, Sunshine.
That is what Funshine is good at. He's a very good opper, and as you see, when he gets on fire or gets warmed up, he starts just shooting the lights out. Those 2 no scopes coming down the ladder, though, those were ridiculous. Going against the shotguns.
Yeah, and then he had one that was, I think he was flashed after the 2 no scopes. He got that kill, and then basically he could have been sneezed on and he would have died, and still takes out Shazam in the one-on-one scenario. Just what a round by Atiruwal, a.k.a. Funshine. I really would like to know, like, how... You tell me, Funshine, how do you pronounce that?
Well, I think it's spelled backwards, so it might be Lorita. I don't know.
Oh, Lorita. Okay. That makes a little more sense.
But either way, he's known as Funshine to me. But I mean, Global Gaming, they get 2 rounds T side. Definitely not the best you could hope for, and I mean, with the way LunatiK is playing, I don't know if it's going to be enough to stop them from getting these rounds, especially if they can't pick up the pistol round. Then obviously it's going to be over.
Yeah, this is pretty much all on the pistol round for Global Gaming. If they want any hope of taking this, as unfortunately the first round, or the first frag of the round, goes to Shazam, dropping Schaefer with a headshot as Nafly and Juvie tag team zeros. There's the first frag for the CTs. It's mainline on to Daps, but the bomb is planted at outer. It's going to be a 2-man retake. It's going to be Funshine and mainline. Watch from Funshine, trying to come from back to the A side. He's got Fugly down to 18 HP, but he's got to reload. Oh, but he peeks around the corner just after doing so. It drops him with a headshot. It's now all up to Funshine. And Fugly commenting, this guy is on fire. So 1-on-1 against Nafly. Can he clutch 2 rounds in a row? And the knife kill for Nafly. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, Funshine. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't look to the right, and he decided to just go for it. But so just a little bit of bad luck there for Funshine. But I mean, there's that pistol. Probably going to be the game. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, unless they can pull off a heroic eco, not necessarily likely. We'll see. It's going to be a 17th round here, second in the second half. Global Gaming Esports up against it. LunatiK looking dominant here on train. So we see LunatiK got Fugly kind of on the save, essentially. He picked himself up some head armor, but just rocked his pistol. A couple of Galils, AK, and a P90. The terrorist comes storming out to the outer site. Zero's just kind of biding his time, hoping for an easy kill, but a jumping headshot from the P90 from Daps. Puts him down with the quickness as he gets the bomb planted, and poor Schaefer is the last one standing with only 6 HP. He's able to get 1, that's Fugly, but Daps getting himself a 3K on the round with that P90, getting the 15th. And that's probably going to do it.
Yeah, they're going to have to force buy here, obviously, and I mean, it's going to be short. As you see, we see a Swag 7 being picked up, a P90, 1 M4, and probably SMGs, FAMAS, and then maybe another FAMAS for Schaefer. But yeah, I mean they do match the guns here for LunatiK, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Even if they do get this round, it's just the comeback on this is just it's ridiculous.
It's too improbable at this point.
Yeah.
It really is likely delaying the inevitable. But these guys are they're top level players. They're not just going to roll over because it's essentially over. They're going to make LunatiK work for it, but they are obviously doing so. There's another 2K from Funshine, and it's all down to Schaefer. He's got his M4 in his hand. He tries to take down Nafly, but the 2K from Nafly secures the victory for LunatiK eSports, winning